We've seen more than a few sports defeats this year, but one that will probably go down in history is Yordenis Ugas' shocking upset over boxing champion Manny Pacquiao that took place in late August. Originally meant to fight Spence, what road will Pacquiao choose in moving forward? Will the boxing legend finally push through with his retirement plan that he's been hinting from before? Find out more in today's video. Manny Pacquiao lost to Yordenis Ugas for welterweight title. It was a long-awaited fight when Yordenis Ugas emerged as a victor via unanimous decision in the welterweight title match August 22nd in Las Vegas, much to the shock of many fans. But many others were already anticipating this result since Pac-Man's moves not as sharp during his prime. Because of this, Ugas claimed a lot of praise from the masses, especially since he was given barely a 2-week notice to step in Spence's shoes, since the former had to undergo eye surgery for his injury. So is this the end of Pacquiao's illustrious boxing career that spanned 26 years? As far as we've known, the Philippine champ has been dropping hints of his retirement from years back, but he keeps coming back in the ring. Manny Pacquiao took to Twitter to air his thanks and apology to the fans who came and expressed their support to the 8-division world champion. Thank you to the fans all around the world who were watching. Thank you to every Filipino that has ever supported me, Pacquiao wrote on Twitter. I'm so proud to represent my country. I'm sorry I could not give you a win, but I did my very best. Despite being a fan favorite, Pacquiao was overpowered by Ugas, but has the better reach, and the latter's jab kept the Philippine champ at bay, which earned the judges' favor. The boxer cum senator also revealed that he had trouble keeping up in later rounds and revealed how he struggled with the tightness in his legs, which he said was caused by overtraining. The Philippine boxer claims his legs were cramping, which attributed to his loss. In a post-fight conference, Pacquiao met with the media and talked about the fight. In it, he was asked what went wrong on his part, to which he reluctantly answered that he was unable to move due to his legs cramping. "I'm not saying this is my excuse, but my 2 legs were cramping," said Pacquiao. "That's why I cannot move around." He explained further, "In my early days, I can easily move and outbox them. This time around, it's like my 2 legs were tight and hurting me in the 2nd round until the 12th round. I'm not making excuses, but that's the reason why I can't move." Nevertheless, the Philippine boxer expressed his congratulatory remarks to Ugas as well as thanking him for his sportsmanship in the ring. "I wish to congratulate Ugas and his team. Although I hoped for a different outcome, I wish him the best," Pacquiao tweeted. "I want to thank God for giving me the strength to fight. I thank my family for always standing beside me. I wish to congratulate Ugas and his team." Despite receiving the call on short notice, Ugas proved himself to be a force to be reckoned with in the ring, as he is now the new WBA welterweight champion, which formerly belonged to Pacquiao till his inactivity cost him the ownership of the belt. "Very excited, but most of all, I want to thank Manny Pacquiao for giving me this opportunity in the ring today," said Ugas after the ring. "We only had 2 weeks of training, but I listened to my corner and it all worked out. I told you I'm the champion of the WBA and I showed it tonight. A lot of respect for Pacquiao, but I won the fight." So does this mark the end of Pacquiao's boxing career? Despite suffering an upsetting loss, Pacquiao is still undecided if it's time to finally hang his gloves, since he still expressed the desire to stay and fight in the ring. But as much as he wants to, the living legend knows that he's beyond his peak. "In my heart, I want to fight. I want to continue fighting. But the thing is, I have to also consider my body," Pacquiao said in the post-fight press conference. In the future, you may not see Manny Pacquiao in the ring. I don't know. Let me rest first, relax, and make a decision if I'll continue to fight or not. He further added, "When our lives are finished inside this world, we can take nothing. In this sport, this is my passion. This is why I'm still here fighting at the age of 42. I'm enjoying it. Sometimes you have to think about the lifespan of your body." Aside from his love for the sport, Pacquiao admitted that there are more pressing matters to attend to, especially since he's also an elected senator, saying, "I have to consider a lot of things, especially my work back in the Philippines." Aside from boxing, there have been countless rumors of Pacquiao gunning for a seat at the presidency in his home country in the Philippines in 2022. Will Pacquiao run for the Philippine presidency in 2022? Now that his WBA welterweight match is out of the way, Pacquiao can now focus his attention on his daytime job, being a senator in the Philippines. As of late, he's expressed his intent on running for a presidency, although there have been rumors that he'll run independently, according to a report published by the Business World. It's been said that the boxing senator will run independently if he loses control of the ruling Partido Democrático Filipino. Lakas Bayan, PDP Laban, a party official stated in late August. Executive Director of the PDP Laban faction, Ronwald F. Monsayak, stated that Pacquiao was unlikely to join another political party despite the PDP Laban faction being loyal supporters of the boxer. Several rival parties have stepped up and expressed their intention to welcome Pacquiao to their list, but he declined, saying that he would only accept their support and not join them. But a longtime special assistant and business partner of Pacquiao, Jake Joson, was quick to jump on the senator's defense, saying that Munsiak should not direct him on what to do and that Pacquiao is considered as a big asset by rival parties. The filing of certificates of candidacy is still in October, Joson said. Many changes can still happen. On the other hand, Senator Christopher Lawrence T. Go turned down his nomination by the Kusi faction as PDP Laban's presidential bet, which he expressed no interest in from the get-go. As I've said many times before, I'm not interested in the presidency, he said in a letter to Kusi. Rather than focusing on the presidency, Go was busy executing measures to curb the ongoing health crisis, which continues to rise in the country. Philippines' current president, Rodrigo R. Duterte, is barred by law from running for election, but he has accepted the party's endorsement for him to run for vice president. The president's ouster was meant to save the party, according to Munsaya, but Duterte has consistently ignored the party's members' advice to convene with Pacquiao. On the contrary, he mocked the senator instead. With things as they are, Duterte's administration will more than likely be divided in the upcoming 2022 elections, as explained by analysts. A political science professor from the University of the Philippines, Diliman, Maria Ella Atienza, has stated that there will be a more formal split. With what's happening in the current regimen, it's possible there will be a more formal split with two factions surviving, or one faction will wither away if there's no sufficient support, Atienza stated in a Viber message. This split is common in the Philippines political parties whenever they fail to agree on their chosen representatives. If the Pimentel-Pacquiao wing remains strong in terms of supporters and Pacquiao is serious in his presidential bid, support for the president and his anointed presidential candidate will be challenged, Atienza added. If Manny Pacquiao continues to push forth in his presidency while Duterte runs for the vice presidency, we may see a clash in Mindanao from where the two parties came from. Duterte is a native of southern Leyte, whereas Pacquiao came from the province of Bukidnon, which is also located in Mindanao. In a phone interview, the former dean of the Antony de Manila University School of Government, Antonio M. Lavina, stated that the possibility of Mindanao being split demonstrates the disintegration of the coalition. Pacquiao will also get a lot of votes from Mindanao since he's one of the most favored candidates in that region. The camp of Pimentel should win the legal contest, Viña added. PDP Laban is a party of the Pimentels. They have won several times already in the Supreme Court. Michael Henry Lee Ko, a senior research fellow at the Antinao Policy Center, has stated that the president's camp, led by Kusi, has little advantage if the split takes place since the president is on their side. Ko added in the chat that they can manipulate the news cycle and get the free airtime they need. They have the entire bureaucracy at their disposal. Legal proceedings, if commenced, will just determine which faction has the right to carry the name of the party, but it will not settle the acrimony between them. There's still no credible threat to the administration's chances of winning in the 2022 polls because their opponents are still scrambling to form a united front, Yusinko also pointed out. However, if the opponents of the administration are able to muster a unified challenge under the banner of a single candidate for president, then this can force some administration allies to reconsider their positions, he added. With that, we're wrapping up today's episode on Pacquiao's probable future after his loss to Ugas. Thanks for watching today's video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel before you go. Until next episode, see ya!